Now, another thing, Shawn, it's been a lot going on in Texas. Mm-hmm. Everybody look at Shawn kind of like the big dog.
Yeah.
So, you said you put people on. How many people would you say you put on, Shawn? Let's start there. I'm sitting right here in front of you. Let's start there. You seeing your work in front of you, Shawn. How you feel? J-Mane been out here over whooping. I do got my own whoops. Let's start there.
I don't really count. Like, I don't really walk around for like bragging rights and shit like that. And
I gotta thank you, bro. You alley-hoop me.
I mean, shout out to V though. Shout out to V.
Let's go back. Let's go back. V know I always over whooper. So shout out to the girl V first and foremost. Let's start there
because he reached out like 3 times.
Oh, I was over whooping.
And then I was like, man, this nigga a comedian. He just King Von. Like, not saying that I really cared about the Von shit.
You did, bro. Like, let's start there on Shawn Cotton blackballing FYBJ man. Y'all heard it out the horse's mouth. Now let's start with the fact.
It was just one of them things to where as though I didn't know if you had. I didn't know your range. I didn't know if you was just gonna come on Say Cheese and just diss Von the whole time. I didn't know you had them little them little pockets of stories, and every time you coming back on the show, you giving us another story on another story. And
okay, tell me something.
The FBG Butter shit.
Yeah,
the Lil Reese shit. Even the Tay Savage that broke the internet. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like the Tay Savage shit. All those 16 Shot'ems interviewed Tay Savage and he told the story. You was there to see, you seen Tay Savage from a different angle. You know what I'm saying? So when people seen that, it was like, okay, this nigga been around niggas. He may not be a killer, but he hang around the killers and been shot at. And so people start seeing and seeing you as if your stories were valid. You know what I'm saying? So when I first seen you, I just thought you were a comedian just trying to get clout off King Von. And I'm like, you know what?
So you didn't know I was a rapper, not to cut you off.
I knew you was a rapper.
Okay.
But the songs I was seeing was all diss records. So I'm like, oh, okay, is he?
So why you thought I was a comedian? Let's start there.
Because
it was funny. Like, well, let me know.
Nah, I mean, I don't know. Like, it just, I don't know if I seen skits. Like, what was he doing skits already?
Yep, I've been doing skits for years.
I don't know if it was the skits.
I've been doing everything for years. I just blew up with rapping first, like how you said. You was seeing the Von shit. Probably a diss song, me dissing Von that went viral, but do your homework on me over dissing. I was the #1 diss rapper out of Chicago. Like, my whole catalog was dissing, just dissing the dead.
Right, and then it was just like, all right, is he playing around? Like, does he know these people? Like, see, a lot of people didn't know that you actually knew these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, of course, people in Chicago did, but like people way down south, Texas, wherever, Florida, it's like, does he really know these people, or is he? Because there was another dude in Chicago dissing people, bro.
Fendi Boy. That
Fendi
was
Boy.
Okay.
And people would always kind of compare y'all a little bit, but he was more like a troll, kind of like, I don't know. But when I seen you, I was like, man, I'm gonna give him some time. And he reached out again. We did the interview. It did all right. Then the second one did all right, but then the third one was like, all right, I'm fucking with him.
Bro, let's start. Yeah.
So. Yeah, man. So that's really, you know. But as far as putting people on, bro, it's just really a passion of mine. Like, it's just really a passion of mine. Like, I ain't really counting favors. Like, niggas don't really owe me shit. But it feel good when people can go on interviews and say my name and keep it real. What I don't like is when I do help people and they don't give me my flowers. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at this as a business. Like, if you mention my name, more people are gonna come fuck with me. Right. And it's just gonna be like a family tree. You know what I'm saying? And now I helped you out. Now you helping your people out, and they gonna help their people out, and it is not gonna stop. No. But if you get on and act like nobody helped you, it's like that's what I don't like, and a lot of people really do that. So I really pay my respect to you because you give V her flowers, because V's the one that really
overwolf for me.
Yeah, so you know that's really what I like. You don't really owe me nothing though, because it took your character, your personality as well. Without your personality, it wouldn't be shit. I interview people all the time that don't blow up.
Yeah, so, and I get where you coming from with that angle, but it hit different when you make it to Say Cheese and do what you supposed to do and to get you to the next WAP. Let's start there. So I do.
And you really
take my hat off to you.
Yeah, you really taking it to.
I ain't gonna take it off because I got the ball spot, but you know what I mean, Shawn. Let's start there. Most importantly, Shawn, you created Say Cheese. You CEO and president. Let's start there. become Say Cheese? How did you create this whoop, bro? Like that's a big, powerful whoop, bro.
Broke as fuck, living with my mom.
Take us through that day. Let's start there.
Man, I used to throw parties, so I threw a party called Call of Booty. You know the game Call of Duty? Mm-hmm. So I threw a party called Call of Booty.
Call of Booty is crazy.
Super crazy. And we made like $4,500, split that shit down the middle. I took my half home, and then I had bought a camera, and then the rest was history. Bought a MacBook off Craigslist, taught myself how to edit, and then I started going on the cameras and like recording my homies freestyling on the block. And then that shit led to it. One thing led to another. I was working at the Best Buy distribution center, cleaning refrigerators and shit. And it's funny because my dad, I was living with my mom and dad. My dad was gonna kick me. My dad was trying to kick me out the house. But my mom and dad was going through it at the time. And then I came home from work one day and my dad left. So my mom needed me to stay. If my mom and dad would have stayed together, it wouldn't be no Say Cheese because I would have had to get a job. I would have had to, I wouldn't have been able to hustle. So my dad left and my mom needed me to help around the house, so I stayed. And then boom, one thing led to another. I'm talking about broke, bro. I had to pay my mom like $50 a week just to stay there. You know, $200 a month, just, you know, groceries and shit.
How old were you at this time?
Bro, I was like 22, 23. And then I didn't make my first 100,000 till 2016 Christmas, so 2017.
Okay.
And what's crazy too is Chicago helped me with that run because that was the same time I went to Chicago. I'm flying back and forth at the time. I interviewed Rico Reckless. I interviewed Chief Keef's mom. And then I interviewed like the King Yellas, and I was doing shit like that. And then I was gonna get an interview with Duck, but I thought he was gonna rob me. I was
sure gonna get it. You thought LBG Duck was gonna rob you?
I thought he was gonna rob me. That was the only time I didn't feel comfortable. And maybe because he was so short.
Short.
Like not short as in like height, but on the conversation. Like, yo, pull up. Like not really conversing with me. So I didn't feel comfortable. And he wanted me to come somewhere. I forgot. I don't really know the blocks like that in Chicago, but
he probably wanted you to go
and I interviewed 600 Breezy too. That was big at the time. Like when I went to is it Brick City?
Yeah, saying that he wasn't BD or G. Or
yeah. He said he changed from
BD to GD.
Yeah.
I mean GD to BD or something.
Yeah, that run changed my life, bro. And I always tip Chicago. I always tip my hat to Chicago because that run changed my life as far as the YouTube. And then the Instagram started going crazy. And I remember seeing $117,000 in my PayPal. And I refused to move from my mom's house because I was like, man, this shit gonna end. Like this shit gonna end one day. And I didn't tell my family that I had that money because, you know, when you tell people you get money, they start acting funny.
Oh, no.
They stop helping. They make it harder for you.
They stop helping you.
You know what I'm saying? So I never told nobody how much money I had. But that Chicago run really changed my life, man. And bruh, like, man. But yeah, man, I was when I moved out my mom's crib, I was like 26, bro, 27. So that's why I always tell people that are older, you don't gotta rush. Don't trust the process, bro. Like you don't gotta rush through that shit. Like age don't mean nothing. Like it's a lot of billionaires. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of millionaires that didn't touch their first million until their 40s, you know what I'm saying? And 30s, mid 30s and shit like that. So I always tell people don't rush that shit, man. And social media makes it so hard because everybody is so materialistic, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's so everybody want to look lit on the gram. So I gotta get some.
Everybody do want to look lit.
Everybody want to look lit on the gram. So it makes it hard for a lot of people, but yeah, bro,
it's different when you try to keep the whoops.
I was like 26, 27 when I moved out, bro. But by that time I had like 150,000 saved up.
Woo! Do y'all homework on having 150 at 27.
27, bro.
It's different. And you could just go grab it. That's yours. 150 cash. Go get it.
Yep.
Yeah, different.
Different, man. But
so you understand.